The football team traveled to Columbus,
and the volleyball team returns home.
All of this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Penguin Rundown. I am Dylan Lux here with my co-host Cheyenne Gibbons. Cheyenne, it's great to have you on the show. How does it feel to be here for the first time?
It's an honor, and I'm really excited to talk YSU sports with you today.
Well, it's great to have you, and we had a big week in sports this week, including a trip to Central Ohio for the Youngstown football team. On September 9th, the Youngstown State University football team traveled to Columbus for the first time since 2008 to take on Ohio State University inside Ohio Stadium. After Ohio State struck first, the Penguins got on the board against the Buckeyes, with quarterback Mitch Davidson scoring on a keeper during an 11-play, 75-yard drive. Even though the Penguins lost 35-7, the defense limited the Buckeyes to 123 yards rushing on 27 carries, with senior Marcus Hooker leading with 6 tackles. Youngstown State plays Robert Morris in a non-conference game on September 16th in Stambaugh Stadium. The match will be broadcast on ESPN Plus at 2 p.m.
The Youngstown State soccer team took the field against Valparaiso on Friday night. Despite a scoreless first half, the Beacons would go on to win by 2-0 in the second half. Valpo didn't score until the 64th minute, but their second and final goal came just 1 minute and 16 seconds later in the 65th minute. Despite a tough second half, the goalkeeper, Brooklyn Kirkpatrick, would assist the Gwins with 4 stops on a 16 Beacon shots. YSU will be on the road on Thursday, taking on Detroit Mercy at 5:30 p.m. They return home on Sunday to face Northern Kentucky at 1 p.m. Both games are available on ESPN Plus.
The YSU women's volleyball team just returned from a trip to Boca Raton, Florida to compete in the Owls Paradise Classic. The Penguins played against teams from Florida and Texas during the 2-day tournament. YSU's first doubleheader was against Bethune-Cookman University on Friday, September 8th. The Penguins won 3-1 over the Wildcats in 4 sets. Junior Yasmin Vergara led the game in kills with 14, and senior Isabel Scheffbauer led the game in assists with 24. The Penguins faced Florida Atlantic University in their second Classic matchup, as FAU proved to be a difficult matchup for the Gwins as the Owls won in 3 straight sets. Julia Sell, a sophomore, finished the match with 3 blocks. YSU finished the tournament with a game against the University of the Incarnate Word. After the Penguins took the third set, the Cardinals won the match 3-1. YSU led the game in blocks 11-5, with Julia Sell blocking the most shots with 5. The Penguins' next outing is a match against the University of Akron on September 14th at 11 a.m. inside the Bigley Center. YSUsports.com has scores, updates, and more information.
The YSU cross-country team competed in its first meet of the fall 2023 season at the Penn State Harry Grove Spiked Shoe Invitational. Graduate student Morgan Cole shined as the women's squad, finishing the 6K run in 10th place with a time of 21 minutes and 35.1 seconds, being the only Penguin to finish in the top 10. Overall, YSU finished 6 out of 17s in the women's 6K. The men's team ran the 5.2 miles, and leading the way was redshirt freshman Owen Brady, who finished in 33rd place with a time of 26:36. YSU finished in last place overall out of the 6 schools. The Penguins will have a few weeks of rest, but will return to action on September 29th at the Joe Payne Invitational hosted by Notre Dame. For updates as they happen, you can visit YSUsports.com.
The men's golf team returned to play at Marshall University's Joe Gaines Invitational over the previous 2 days. The team finished 12th after 2 rounds on Monday. The highest Penguin finisher was senior transfer Justin Atkinson, who tied for 10th with 138 in 2 rounds. Junior Jacob Silak tied for 35th with 143 in 2 rounds behind Atkinson. Redshirt freshman Michael Porter tied for 43rd with 144. Sophomore Ryan Sam tied for 62nd with 149. Redshirt senior Dean Austalosh tied for 66th with 150 points, while 5th-year senior Jimmy Graham tied for 72nd with 153 points. Men's golf finished the event yesterday morning. Visit YSUsports.com for Joe Gaines Marshall Invitational results. Youngstown State will participate in Miami of Ohio's Virtues Invitational in Nashport, Ohio next Monday and Tuesday. And now let's send it over to Noah Ricks for this week's Play of the Week.
Thanks, guys. Our Play of the Week belongs to star quarterback of the football team, Mitch Davidson, this past Saturday at Ohio State. We are going to take a look at the clip here as he scores the tying score against the Buckeyes. C.J. Charleston in the slot as Davidson takes a snap and fakes off to Tyshawn King. Nobody there for Ohio State on that weak side as Davidson in for the score, and he does a little waddle celebration. The sixth-year senior from Salem, Ohio, pumped up there, and we congratulate Mitch Davidson on his accomplishment. Dylan and Cheyenne, back over to you guys.
And that is all the time we have for this week on the Penguin Rundown. Be sure to follow us on social media at Penguin Rundown 1 for updates and more. And for all things YSU athletics, visit YSUsports.com. Thank you all for watching, and be safe, Penguins.